Hi everyone, we are Group 1 and today we are going to present the system that we have developed, which is the e-waiting line management system. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Gabriel, the project leader, and also my teammates, Erin Lai, Edina Phang, and also Jee Ke Xin. So as for the table of contents, we first will be looking at the client details, the project background, the project statement, the project objective, and also the most important part of the presentation, which is the system demonstration, the future work, and lastly the conclusion. As for the client details, our client, a very handsome gentleman, his name is Jeremy Tay, the Business Strategic Director of Sauro Management. And for the past 10 or 11 weeks, the team has communicated with him through MS Team and also WhatsApp. And the team has provided him with weekly updates on the project progress. And now I would like to give my time to Edina to present.
Thank you, Gabriel. The project background is that the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic leads to a situation where people start practicing social distancing. However, this had caused a problem of excessive queuing outside businesses. Therefore, our client, Mr. Jeremy, proposed to us to develop an e-waiting line management system in order to tackle this problem. The mobile application will have functions such as digitally assigning e-tickets, sending notification when turn is reaching, and automate the checkout for user. The statement is to develop a system that will help eliminate the problem of excessive queuing, especially during this pandemic, which includes a mobile application and admin web panel. This is the process flow diagram, which also indicates the basic functions of the mobile app and web panel. The objectives of this system includes making sure the mobile app is convenient for users to see the queue size and get e-ticket for queue without walking into the shop. Besides, the system should also provide statistical information for businesses. This is the login page, which is the very first page of the mobile app. Users need to sign up or log in to use the app. Let's say I'm a new user, so I'll need to sign up first. Here, it will pop up an error message if the IC format is incorrect. Next, users are required to enter their email address and password. It will also pop up error message if the inputs are not email addresses or the password does not have at least 6 characters. All this information will be stored into the database. Now, users will have to log in with their registered email address and password. Let's say I forgot my password. I can easily reset it through my email account. After that, I can log in with the new password. This is the shop selection page. If I click on the shop, it will show the queue size and the total number of people in that shop. For the number of people in shop, it will count the number of customers and dependents according to the geolocation. As for the queue size, the system will calculate the number of e-tickets get by customers in that day. They can go back easily to change to any shop. So if I take a ticket and this is my ticket number, then I'll be brought to this tab where all tickets taken and also the current ticket numbers are shown here. In tab 1, the number of people in queue will increase by 1, while the number of people in shop is still the same because right now I'm not in the shop or anywhere near. I can also get another ticket from other shop, then it will show both tickets here. If user click on the ticket, they will be able to see all this information which are loaded from the database and calculated before displaying. Users can pull down to refresh it for updates. If user throws the ticket, then it will be removed and the number of people in queue will also be decreased by 1. So next, I would like to give the time to Gabriel to continue with the presentation.
So now I'll proceed on the presentation from where I did not stop. So let's say the e-ticket number that I get is 32 for Sushi King. I just press in OK here and it will navigate to the next page. And then notice there are two 32s here. The one at the top would be my e-ticket number, and then the second would be the current e-ticket number, current 32. So whenever they match, a notification will pop up, which is right here, just pop out like a few seconds ago. So if you go to this notification, it will ask the user to go to whatever shop that the user was assigned to. So in this case was Sushi King. Okay, so now let us look at the changes here. Go to the first page and then refresh it. Okay, so the number of people in queue becomes 1 because I'm currently in the queue. And then let us back to this page. Number of people becomes 1 because I'm currently in the queue. And we also have this function where the user cannot abuse the tag e-ticket button because they can only tag 1 e-ticket per shop. So if I press on this tag e-ticket, it will say that you can only get 1 ticket per shop. So now let us back to the scan QR code because our turn is reaching. Okay, so I just press on this scan QR code right here, and then it will enable my location and also my camera at the same time. So this is my location, and then yeah, just press on OK, and then to scan the QR code. So it's scanned. So let's say I'm going to this shop alone. So all I have to do is I just go to the temperature sensor and then measure my temperature from there. And then all I have to do is I just key in my temperature and then press on submit. So it will say that you have successfully checked in, and they will record my geolocation to automate the checkout. So pressing OK here, and now let us look at the changes. So the number of people in shop becomes 1, and then the number of people in queue becomes 0. Because I was previously in the queue, so right now I'm in the shop because I have scanned the QR code already, and then my location shows that I'm in the shop. So the number of people in shop becomes 1. And now let us back to the first page, refresh it. So the number of people in shop becomes 1, and the 1 is from the number of people in queue, which is correct because I'm currently in the shop and not in the queue. Next, our application also have this notification page, and this will allow the user to track off the notifications sent by the app, and they will be able to see like which shop and then what time, what day, and also which date the notification is sent. And we also have this history page where the user can track off the check-in history, like which shop and then what date. Then our app also has this logout function, so I just press on here, click logout. So yeah, it's logged out. So now let us look at scenario 2 where I have my family members with me, and I can also add their details and then help them to check in at the same time. So all I have to do is I just press on this add dependent, but before that, just to show you, we will go to the save favorite page. So it's currently empty. What we have to do is we just click on this add dependent function, and then we add a dependent name test1, for example. So I've added test1, and then this is all the details. And if I want to add he or she to my favorite, all I have to do is I just press on this add favorite, and it will add the dependent details to the save favorite page. And then the next time I visit any other shops, all I have to do is I just go to this save favorite page and then retrieve their data from there. So in this case, we just submit them. Okay, dependent entered successfully, and then I've checked in for the dependent and also myself. So let's imagine this is the next time that we visit the same shopping mall. So I've added the dependent test1 previously, so all I have to do is I just go to this save favorite to retrieve his or her data. So all the dependents that I've added will appear as a list here, the name and also the temperature. So in this case it's test1, so I tick the test1 and then I just key in the temperature, and then I press on submit. Then it will check in for both of us. So that's all for the user side. Now I would like to give my time to Jee Ke Xin and also Erin to present the admin side.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel. I'm Erin, and I will be demonstrate about the admin website with Xin, which I will present about the customer report function and some features of the website. And this is the login page. To log in this page, it needs the admin ID and also password of the account. At first, I will enter the Sushi King account which created by us. After login, we will see the site menu bar and the dashboard. The menu bar and the dashboard is more convenient to the admin to access the data they wanted to see, like the customer report, daily report, weekly report, and monthly report. Yes. Besides that, the logo will be generated according to the account that you log in, which is convenient to the admin to know which shop is logged in. From the bottom of the side menu bar, there has a logout button, and I will click logout and try another account to see the difference. Then I will log into the H&M account. Yeah, all the page are the same, but the difference is the logo and the data they get is from this shop. Now I will proceed to the customer report function. For the purpose of the customer report is the part of SOP in this pandemic. To get the data, we need to select a date, for example like 12th of May, and click get detail. It will generate a table. In the table, it will show all the customers that actually shop on 12th of May. And you can choose another date like 29th of April. The table will generate the customer that went into the shop like this day. Besides that, we also can save a copy of this data by creating a PDF file. To save a copy, we need to press the create PDF and save a copy. The PDF file will be generated, and in the PDF file, the date which we selected will show here, and also the data. Yeah, that's all for me, and I will pass it to Ke Xin about the statistic features. Yeah.
Thank you, Erin. Apart from customer record, the website also allows the admin to view the daily, weekly, and monthly report. The admin can choose to view the report through the dashboard or navigate around the navigation bar prepared at the left-hand side of the website. In order to view the daily report, the admin can select a specific date for the daily report which they would like to view. So in this case, I will choose 29th of April. After the admin have chosen the date, what they need to do is just click on this Get Detail button. So after they click this button, okay, a line chart will be generated, and the highest value, lowest value, average, and the total of the data will be calculated for the admin. Same goes to the weekly report. For the weekly report, the admin can select a specific date as a starting date. So in this case, I will choose 6th of May. Then, a line chart about the business record during that week will be generated, and the highest value, lowest value, average, and the total of the data will also be calculated for the admin. Same goes to monthly report. For the monthly report, the admin can select a specific month and year. So in this case, I will select May. After that, a line chart about the business record during that month will be generated, and the highest value, lowest value, average, and the total of the data will also be calculated for the admin.
Now I will continue with the future works for this project. As this mobile application is targeted at the public, the future development would be having the iOS versions, which is for the iOS user. The project team decided to keep this for future development because building an APK file on Ionic requires a MacBook. As for the mobile application, which is the user side, the project team will add more features to the existing function, such as adding ringtone to the notification, as well as adding more animations to the alert pop-up. Next, the project team plan to have a user profile features for customization and search feature for the shop selection. As for the web panel, which is the admin side, the future development will be allowing the business owners to register their shops to the system, and the admin will have more control over the content, such as adding, updating, and deleting the data. As for the Firebase, which is our database hosting platform, the future development will be having a more appropriate package, such as what is shown on this page. Now I will pass the time to Erin for the rest of the presentation.
Okay, thank you, Cassin. I'm Erin again. I will be conclude the presentation. As in conclusion, the mobile application developed by the project team plays a vital role in stopping the spread of the COVID-19 virus, as the application could solve the problem of excessive queuing in shop or shopping mall. We all could see what's the purpose of the apps and how it could help in this COVID-19 pandemic. From our presentation, we have shown a complete system demonstration. And that's all from us. On behalf of Group 1, we thank you for your unwavering attention throughout this presentation. Thank you!